Hello.
Okay. I was originally gonna have Matchsticks lead, but I should have told it. But anyway, hello, welcome to Lore of the Dunces. This is special because we're taking a break for Lord of the Rings lore because Rings of Power is out, and honestly, I'm on other streams doing Rings of Power stuff, and I want to take a break and explore other lores. And Matchstick kindly accepts to do Wheel of Time.
All right, just a second. I'm trying to find a good quote.
In the meantime, while we're just searching for the code, why don't you show that picture?
Oh, I should.
That's a perfect way to introduce Wheel of Time. Just show that picture.
Fuck it. I have the fucking books in my room. I will just a second.
Oh.
Oh no! We lost our child friendliness. And yes, this is the Wheel of Time. Da, 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 da!
Man, Eye of the World is bigger than I remembered.
Oh.
Let's see here. Page.
I'm just showing the image of the wheel.
Blah blah blah.
You know, one of the advantages of at least signing up for that graphic design class in the first place was I get free access to Photoshop. It's all being paid by the school, so I can make some high quality thumbnails now. It's not gonna be any better than the ones I make, but at least it's better quality.
The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave birth to it comes again. And one age called the third age by some, an age yet to come, an age long past. A wind arose in the mountains of mist. The wind was not the beginning. There were neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time. But it was a beginning. Close enough to a good quote.
Man, Robert Jordan, I can clearly tell how you were inspired by Tolkien.
The first book is basically a love letter to the Fellowship of the Ring, and then it just goes fucking sideways from 2 onward.
Isn't this book series started during a period where fantasy was
Tolkien
basically?
Yes.
Tolkien ripoffs everywhere.
Yes, that is accurate.
As opposed to Dunces and Dragons lore, where it's a combination of Tolkien but also pulps, fantasy pulps.
Yeah.
Apparently, the comment was Tolkien.
Yeah, but here we have the title cutscene. Where is? Okay. The Wheel of Time lore.
What? Why is it? Is it just? I'm getting. Can you try to click it again? Okay, good. Okay, there.
Okay. Wheel of Time was created in. Let's see here. I got. Fuck it. I have the fucking book right in front of me. Eye of the World. It's created in 1990 by Robert Jordan and ended in 2013, 2012, 2013, around that time, by Brandon Sanderson after Robert Jordan passed away after writing The Knife of Dreams. Eventually, Brandon Sanderson was called in to finish the last 3, which he did a pretty good job of. But Robert Jordan, in an age of Tolkien's, he decided he was going to be a Tolkien himself, at least for the first book.
Oh,
and then he made 12 other books.
So what is this new spring novel?
It's a novella. It's a prequel novella.
Okay.
I'd recommend reading it after book 10 because that's when it was made.
Okay.
You can read it before book 1,
Um,
but it has a trade off of it spoils a few things. But if you read, if you get, but you will be spoiled on a few things of New Spring if you read it. The first 10 books. There's a little bit of a trade off, but I don't really think it matters so too much. You can read New Spring before Eye of the World or New Spring after Crossroads of Twilight. I prefer reading it after Crossroads of Twilight. I actually didn't read New Spring until I finished the full 14 books. It's short but sweet.
All right.
Yeah. Any other technical stuff? No.
You mentioned there were that was a short book. How long are these books typically?
Pretty long. Not. I'd say it's on the longer side of epic fantasy, but the full series will come into over 4 million words.
Damn.
Yeah. It kind of goes up and down as each book goes kind of up and down as the series goes on. The Shadow Rising book 4 is pretty long, but a crown of swords or path of daggers aren't too large. But that is about it. Robert Jordan did a phenomenal job. God rest his soul. He looks looks like a Jewish priest in that photo.
Yeah, but he looks so dapper. Like
he has drip.
Yeah,
he has that Matt Coffin hat on.
But compared to the other fantasy writers, so you got J.R.R. Tolkien. He's like classic tweed jacket with a smoke pipe, and then you got George R. R. Martin, who looks like a gremlin.
George R. R. Martin, who was just a fat guy in like suspenders and a collared shirt with that old timey hat on.
Likes writing about wieners.
Yeah,
and it goes to George R. R. Martin just staring at his laptop, not doing anything.
George R. R. Martin. Sure, I'll help these guys write for Elden Ring. What about your book?
Fuck my book. I don't wanna. Okay. But
yeah,
and then Robert Jordan was, I don't want to get off the page. I'm writing fucking. I'm 10 books in and I'm still writing.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have cancer.
Jeez.
Yeah, comparing, I would probably say that Robert Jordan, even though I have not read any of the guy's works, Robert Jordan is the Chad compared to George R. Martin.
I like George R. Martin, but I don't respect George R. Martin anymore. 10 fucking years. Robert Jordan would have written over 10 books in that time. Let's hear. But the world, how did it came to be? Well, there's the creator who came in and he created this. He popped in the world, and he also found this thing called essentially the devil or the dark one, and it was like, hey, I'm just gonna imprison you in this world. All right, now I'm gonna make this thing called the pattern. And the pattern is
wait. So the creator, he accidentally creates the dark one, and then he thought,
not accidentally. He either creates the dark one or finds the dark one.
Okay, well, either one. He just decided, you know what? I got a brilliant idea. Let's do a Unicron in Prime.
There is possibly a very specific reason that he did that will come into play during the later books. But yeah, he does that. He also creates something called the pattern, which is the pattern is it's kind of like fate.
Hmm.
Everybody is tied together because of the pattern, and the pattern will weave their fates intertwined and make history happen.
I see.
Yeah. The Wheel of Time is actually it's a cycle. There's it goes from the first age to the seventh age. The first age we'll get to, but one of those ages might actually be Conan the Barbarian. Hyboria. Because Robert Jordan was actually wrote a whole bunch of Conan novels.
Oh.
Which I want to get to sometime. But the magic system it derives itself from the one power. Just a second, I'm gonna double check that.
All right.
But there is a male half and a female half. The male half is called Sidene, and the female half is called Sidar. They're able to use the four elements and spirit, air, water, fire, earth. Fire Nation attacks, blah blah blah. Let's see here. One power. Let's see here. Yeah, the one power it takes from the true source, which again, male half, female half, Sidene, Sardar, and also people in these individuals in these patterns are called Taviran. Shit. There's a lot. I have actually speaking out loud as a lot of these words for the first time, so excuse my butchery. But for all intents and purposes, this individual Taviran will be represented by Sean Bean and a Pope hat. Because why not?
Wait. Does that mean that he's gonna die?
Well, everybody dies in the Wheel of Time at one point or another. It's like there's not really any immortals.
Well,
The people do live a very long life if you're a channeler. All right. So, So the first age. All right. How about this? You guys will point to something, and I will say what it is in the first age sense.
Okay. Why are there rocket ships?
That is because a guy named Glenn. Shit. Just fuck it. Glenn and his daughters. Just a second. I forget the names because honestly, the first age really doesn't matter all too much.
Just generalize. What?
Okay. Yeah, no, because these are all interesting stuff. First age.
Man, this is gonna take a while.
Yeah. A man named Lin who flew to the moon in the bell of an eagle made of fire, and his daughter Selah who walked among the stars. All right, what is the next thing?
Toyota or the Honda symbol.
That is
That's
an
a Mercedes.
ancient symbol that scholars think that describes massive greed and avarice.
I'm sorry, so wait. So the Mercedes-Benz logo
Yes.
is a symbol of greed.
That's what the scholars in the current age think.
Something tells me Robert Jordan had frustrations with Mercedes, and he just goes, "Screw it! I am a writer. I'm gonna make your company symbol the symbol of greed."
Oh,
What's the next thing?
I'm assuming the American Soviet Union flag there was a Cold War.
Mosk the Giant, who wielded a lance of fire which could reach around the world, and he fought wars with another giant named Merc.
oh,
Mosk and Merc,
all right.
Wait,
which is
Mosk and Merc. What was one brutal yet cunning, and the other one cunning yet brutal?
no, one was America and the other was Russia.
Ah,
I am not kidding. The first age is now. Yeah.
Oh,
The British flag is of Elizabeth, Queen of all, who was referenced to Queen Elizabeth.
may she rest in
There's
peace.
Matrice the Healer, Mother of the Wondrous End, who references Mother Teresa. The giraffe is like a dinosaur to the third age. They found the skeleton under dug up, and it's like, what the fuck is this? A giraffe?
So wait! In this world, giraffes are the dinosaurs.
Yes.
this must be some mighty beast that we have yet to know about.
Look at its long neck. What are the two horns for? This is no way this creature can ever exist. They got the fossils wrong. What's the point of having little two nubs on its head?
And also there's there's things called portal stones, which is created in the first age, which is it's definitely a channeling thing. The second age, also the Age of Legends, is a magical utopia. Where channelers are, I think, typically in charge, but they run the world very well. There's not much conflict. Channelers value themselves on community service. They live in peace with other species like the Ogiern, referenced by this guy, the guy with the book, who are like very earthly people, scholars, and builders. The Nim, which you only really meet one in the books. I don't really know much about them.
Okay.
And the channelers, the channelers are the people who are able to channel sighting inside our. Yeah. Are called the Eyes Sedai.
Aes Sedai.
Yes. If Aes Sedai, I think, is a reference to fairies.
Ah.
Yeah. And the most powerful among the Aes Sedai is a man named Luz Theron Telamon. He's the guy in red and white.
All right.
The second most powerful is a guy named Elan Morin Tedornal. It was the Man in Black.
Ah.
Who do you think is going to be the villain?
I'm assuming.
I think it's that Ogian right there. He has that suspicious look.
Yeah, I think it's the guy in black. Like,
no, we got the crow on his staff.
What you guys got against the color black?
It's evil.
Oh no, you can't just assume black automatically means evil.
Look, Makuta. What color is his mask?
What color is Onua? I rest my case.
Yeah, but yeah. At the university in this sort of a tropical island called Column Dawn, the university. A scientist by the name of Myron or Neil. I forget the guy's name. Don't worry, these names don't really matter all too much, except Luz Theron Telamon and good old Elan Morn.
Elan.
Yeah.
Right.
She finds detects that a new power source is available,
Oh.
and that if acquired, it will not have any separation between the male and the female half. It will be androgynous, an androgynous power source.
Huh.
No gender.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, I have found the gender fluid.
Yes. And she and the other scientists decide, yeah, let's punch a hole through reality. What could go wrong?
Of course, it's the woman who thought this is a good idea.
Yeah,
Punch a hole through reality.
that is represented by Superboy Prime here, punching a hole through reality. They
Oh.
bore through it, and Satan's in it.
Ah! At the 10,000 years, I'm free. Time to conquer.
Well, he's not free to run amok, but he kind of has like a hand's coming out. Not the whole body, just a hand. Greed is everywhere now. Around 100, around 80 to 90 years of basically Mad Max. It goes to shit.
So they punch a hole in reality, cause a magical nuclear apocalypse, and everyone is now running in cars.
Wait. Apocalypse. We're gonna get to the apocalypse.
Oh wait, there's an apocalypse. Oh,
Yes.
we're not in Mad Max yet.
No, we are in fucked up land. Greed's going amok. People are acting like assholes. Eventually the dark one, or Shaitan, as he's called.
What that's supposed to reference?
Arabic.
Oh.
Yeah. He promises a lot of the channelers and other people to. Yeah.
You good?
Dinner's coming out.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
You're gonna be all right?
Just I'm burping.
Yeah.
The dark one is like, hey, kid, you want some candy? You want some power?
Oh, no.
And a lot of them decides to join his side. And those people are called Dark Friends.
Hmm.
A whole bunch of them join his side, but the 29 of them, the 29 most powerful ones, are called the Chosen / to the rest of the world, the Forsaken.
Forsaken.
Yeah,
Ooh.
cool name, huh?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Eventually, some of the Forsaken make monsters as an army, such as in the top right corner we got Trollocs.
Oh.
They're like the orcs, right?
They are troll plus orc. That is literally their name, Trolloc.
Trolling.
Wait. So for them, a regular orc and a regular troll is just like, nah. We're gonna combine them.
No. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck is this? The fuck is this? And it goes to the penguin head and the penguin and the elephant combo.
Yeah.
You made a troll out of an orc. It's a Trolloc now. Yeah. Sometimes those the Trollocs have a thing called sex with an R word, and they create things called the Madral, or the Fades, or the Eyeless.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The guy and the up here, the guy with the mouth and hood, that is a Madral. They're basically like the ring race.
Huh.
That's what they're inspired from. They're fearsome. They inspire fear in men. They have poison blades and dark gothic armor. They're really cool.
That sounds
Even
amazing.
I learned this a bit from like Chad talking about the phase. Like their blades, they have to get virgin blood on them to make them. Yeah, like they literally just kidnap virgins. Any virgins, and as part of their quenching method to make the swords, they just okay stab.
Give me your virginity.
Yes. I gotta penetrate this virgin.
Wow.
Yeah. They also got other shadow spawn called Drakar, which is that Dracula looking motherfucker. You also got stuff like Shadow Hound, Dark Hounds, Golems, and other stuff. Here we got Greed. Yo, what up, fam? What up? Me and the fam about to wreck some people's shit up. Greed's but the big Forsaken, I'm gonna name them all off. Elon, he goes by the name Ishamael now. Got that cool Forsaken name. You got Landfear, Simmerhog, Raven, Bothamo, Bilal, Mogideon, Aginor, Misana, Gorendel, Asmodean, Samael, and your boy Demon Dread.
Demon Dread.
Demon Dread.
Demon Dread. By the way, do the Forsaken are they all about power and stuff, or do they like they get a little lonely and like, hey, we're all immortals?
I don't know if they have sex, but some of them probably do.
Lovely.
I mean, the people, right? Well, excuse me. They are jackasses. So yeah, they probably are gonna have. No. Yes. Grendel is a confirmed rapist.
Oh, okay. Of course.
Oh, yeah, that's shit.
Of course, you gotta have one bad guy to be confirmed.
Yeah. The Grendel is the blonde chick right here.
What? Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
Grendel is just, the chick is. Woo!
Oof.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the other ones do that too. Asmodia, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if he has done that. I don't know. Landfear maybe.
Man,
but
got
like most of them are just jackasses, corrupt motherfuckers, or just straight up insane.
Isn't like one of them in love with the main character?
Yes, one of them is a yandere.
Oh, lovely!
Fantastic.
She's all these guys are just assholes.
But wait. So, because I only know like one of the things is that Robert Jordan kind of made all love interests confirmed to be fated to be with the main character. Does she get it?
Does she get what?
The whole intertwined destiny that you're.
Oh no, not the evil one.
Okay. Okay. So there is a limit.
She certainly wants to be, but no.
Wait. So in this world, you're destined to be like the main guy's love interest. So he was destined to have a harem.
Yes.
So credit free will is not a thing.
It's handled fine. It's handled adequately. Adequately. Not particularly well, I think, but it does its job.
You were destined to have a harem.
It's not one of the parts that I particularly care for.
So this world was created by Presbyterians. Okay. Or
yeah, but
what was that supposed to mean?
Yeah, but you have some great characters in there. Elon, Ishamael. All right, he's great. Landfear is really good. I really like Gideon, but for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. Demon Dread is my boy.
He's your boy.
My boy.
Why is that?
For at least the he's like our Ishamael is like the Augustus of the villains in here, but Demon Dread is like the Aurelian.
Ah.
He has a really short appearance, but it hits like a truck. Yeah, but eventually they get into a 10-year-long war and at the end of it, Luce Theron Telamon has earned the name the Dragon.
The Dragon.
The Dragon.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it gets even cooler.
These are really cool names.
Yeah. Okay, just a second.
Called the Dragon.
The Sword of the Morning is another one.
Oh.
See here, I'm gonna look him up real quick. Let's see
All right.
here. Luce Theron Telamon. See here, titles. There we go. Prince of the Dawn.
Oh.
The Promised One.
Oh.
Champion of the Light.
Champion of the Light.
Yeah. But eventually this chick named let's see here. Latra Posea Desume.
That's a wordful.
Yeah. She's a bit dead, so who cares?
Oh.
Who cares? She's dead.
Yeah. But she Luce Theron is like, okay, we have a chance to take out the Dark One and seal him away. So he uses like he gets like these 7 seals, and he's like, hey guys, and ladies, we gotta go over the Dark One to his mountaintop fortress named Sheal Ghul, and we gotta seal him away and kick all the Forsaken and take the Forsaken with them. And she's like, fuck that shit, that won't work. Luce Theron, Promised One, basically the Messiah at this point. Fuck no. And eventually she managed to get all the female channelers to side with her.
Wow.
I think she had a different solution, but I forget what it was. And Luce Theron was like, okay, shit, we're running out of time. Fuck. So me and 113 of my boys, my Chandler, my Aes Sedai boys, they go over to Sheal Ghul with an honor guard of 10,000 warriors. Hit Luce Theron and the 100 companions eventually battle, seal away the Dark One, and 13 of 29 Forsaken with him. These 13, some of them more than others, but since they only use Sidene, the male half of the power to do it, the Dark One was like, "You fucked up," and he turned nice guy Tommy Oliver into the insane Green Ranger.
Ah.
And the apocalypse happens. Most of them go insane rather quickly. Luce Theron actually goes insane, comes home to kills his wife and kids.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. He earned after that he earns the name the Kinslayer.
The Kinslayer.
Another cool name, but probably one you don't want to have.
Yeah.
And Ishamael, good old Elon, is actually he was kind of taken by he was trapped. He was sealed away, but only like by the leg. So he gets to come out every once in a while. And he goes and he actually uses the Dark One to stop the taint on Luce Theron just for a second, and he's like, "I win again, Luce Theron," and makes him back insane. Leaves, and then Luce Theron just blows up.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, my mind. I was just distracted for a second. are we at like the beginning of the book where it's like, oh,
yes,
I
we are at the prologue.
oh,
This
yeah,
is the
the one where
prologue of
it's
the
like
book.
the story about a man who's like, I looked into the abyss, I went insane, killed my family. Oh, I'm no longer insane. Now you're back insane.
Is that my mortal enemy taunting me? Fuck it. Oh shit, I've been insane again. I would again lose then. Boom.
So
But
he's like, he was, he was like Dr. Doom with Ray Richards, except he's
Yeah.
confident.
Yeah, Ishamael, he actually had a different reason of joining up with the Dark One than everybody else. He was like, power, okay, that's cool, but if the Dark One, if the world just goes in a cycle, then at one point, the Dark One will just win. So fuck it, why not just join him and make him win sooner?
Ah. So he's just a nihilist.
Yes, he is a nihilist.
How exhausting.
He needs an Asian mom to tell him how stupid it is.
I'll just have Jeff Bridges tell him, "Oh wow, that must be exhausting."
he needs to have Iron Man to snap him out of existence. But eventually, all the other male channelers go insane and just reshape the world into the Third Age. That's the post-apocalypse time, baby. But if it's after breaking or AB now, the breaking of the world, and this is what the world looks like after it. We got the Blight up in the north where the Dark One resides.
Mm-hmm.
We got Seanchan to the North American continent, I guess. We got the Westlands, the Aiel Waste. We got Shara, and we got the Land of the Madmen. The Land of the all right. I'm just gonna get this away. The Land of the Madmen does not have any focus in the story at all. It's not even mentioned once in the main books.
Really?
Yes, you.
So
you
it's just Australia.
It's like Super Australia. It's like Australian steroids. But we'll get to that. You get. It's in like a. It's like in the Wheel of Time information book, kind of like Silmarillion, I guess. It's. I think it's supposed to be less history focused than the Silmarillion, but you get the gist. But Land of the Madmen. It's where channelers, men, just kind of roam free and keep reshaping the world. The Madmen. The female channelers, while not insane, are also supposed to be dicks here too. Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, a lot of them are dicks just in general. Yeah. There's some such bitches in the Aes Sedai. Fucking Egwene.
What? I'm sorry. I've been very distracted. Are you talking about like a rift between them about whether to do with?
Yeah, but the Land of the Madmen. People live in like shitty huts and like in the middle of nowhere, and like it's a fucking desolate place because like the fucking insane male channelers just roam around blowing shit up in front of them or some shit like that. But it's there. It's like Super Australia. Nobody mentions it, and no, it's not mentioned once in the books. But
hey, ever heard of the Land of the Madman? We don't talk about the Land of the Madman.
What? Yeah, but we got Seanchan, which is it's kind of like I'd say it has a little bit of everything. Most of the nations are like has a combination of like East and West inspired, but the name really just feels Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one of the one that leans towards the Asian culture. We got the symbol right there. We got the kind of like bug guy armor, like right here on the bottom. That's Seanchan, really some really cool shit. And
Mhm.
Shara also has some Asian stuff, but it feels like Africa, like sub-Saharan Africa. Like it's like this mystery foreign land that produces silk and ivory.
Oh.
So it's a combination of like Ethiopia and China.
Like
Hmm.
most nations are like Eastern and Western inspired, and some of them has a little bit of Africa. So yeah, Shara is like that.
Ah.
We got a Sharan leader up top.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some art. That's one of the few arts I could ever find of any Sharan. They're not in the book much. But here we
Okay.
got the Aiel, which are kind
Mhm.
of like the Mongols, except they don't use horses. They have like this. They have the Mongols. They kind of have like a Native American in them. They got a whole bunch of
Mhm.
stuff. They also are all Irish.
Mm.
They also all live in the desert.
So they're just Irish tribal people.
Yes.
They're tribal peoples, but
They also
Irish
speak in a Slavic accent.
and
Ah.
Russian. Okay. So we got. That means they make good beer.
I actually don't know about who makes the best beer.
But like seriously, you combine Irish and Slavic, they're automatically means they're gonna drink a lot.
The two rivers make the best smoke. Have the best have the best smoking stuff. What I forget what it's called. But the Aiel are like they're really fucking tough.
Mhm.
Robert Jordan made the Aiel Irish because he thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we put all these people in this cold, damp region into the fucking desert?
He just goes, "Hey, you know what? Let's make the Freemen."
They are basically freemen. Yeah. They're so since all oh yeah forgot the Chandlers and Seanchan, most of the men are either gentled, which is
Mm.
snip snip, cut off your to the one power, or straight up just killed. In
Oh.
all of in as far as we know, all of the Chandlers there are the one Chandlers are just warlords.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
In Shara, all the Chandlers are restricted to one city and use the male Chandlers as breeding stock until they're 21, where they just kill
Jeez.
them.
Oh my
Jeez.
goodness!
Yes.
Holy shit. Oh.
And
Yeah.
this is Sharav, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
The IO ones, they're I think the male IO channelers are sent up to the Blight to go fight the any shadow spawn or anybody else that's up there. And
Oh.
while the female ones have this they're called the wise ones, and they have this very advisor kind of position, like an elder of a tribe kind of thing.
Hmm.
Here we got one right there.
Okay.
Okay. So if you were stuck to being a male channeler,
it sucks being a male channeler.
Oh my goodness, this world is sexist.
It's just a time bomb before you go insane.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, but here we have post-apocalyptic represented by the Fallout guy. The world. There's not really a name, a really big name taken this to this continent, but people call it the people call it Randland or the Westlands or the Aiel, out of fandom in story the story the Aiel call it the the wetlands because it's wet and it's not fucking desert.
Uh-huh.
But the female channel, eventually there were a whole bunch of kingdoms made, and the after a bit of power struggling, one faction of the Aes Sedai were established, eventually creating a city called Tarva Lawn, which is right here. You can see the big red dot. Yeah. Here we have Tarvalan right here, and the White Tower. What does it look like?
A spoke? A spoke of a wheel?
The city.
City?
Oh, it's an eye.
It is a body part.
Is it a vagina?
Yes. And next to Tarvalon in the distance, you can see. Guess what? Luz Theron created when he blew up.
A mountain
called Dragon Mount. It's like a super mountain.
A super mountain.
So we got a penis. A giant. He erected a giant a mountain after blowing up.
Oh.
Yeah. But you got the Ajas, which are the sort of like the subgroups of it. You got the red ones, which are designed to hunt down male channelers.
They're
bitches.
I bet.
The brown ones are kind of librarians. They're after knowledge.
Knowledge.
Oh, so they're nerd.
Yes. The blue ones are they're all about causes. They're all about kind of just like that causes. They're about doing good deeds and stuff like that. The greens are about
the blue ladies are activists.
Yes, essentially. The green one, the green Aja, is all about war. And fighting the dark one. The yellow is all about healing. Gray is about diplomacy and shit. I fucking forgot what the white one is about. Just a second. Just be real quick. Let's see here.
All right.
See here. Got any comments while I look this up?
Not at the top of my head, other than apparently, I guess.
So green means war. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Oh, they're philosophers.
You're philosophers.
Yeah. Next one. What do you think that the dark one's still in the north? So what do you think he's doing?
He's taking a nap. He's taking a nap for thousands of years.
No, he's raising a massive army of Trollocs, and they're wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. So what do you think would happen if a male channeler were to find out that he's able to channel?
He goes insane.
No, that eventually, but there's between going insane and learning he can channel. There's a bit of a distance between the two.
Go to school to learn some magic.
He does. No, the white tower and the Aes Sedai will hunt him down and either snip His
Wow.
gentle him
Mhm.
to his connection to the one power, and which he will then just regress and eventually just die that way, or they'll just straight up kill him.
Wait. Hold
Jeez.
on.
Yeah.
I would just, I would,
So the
I'll
only
just take
way.
the fucking death over what the.
Wait, hold on. So really, the only way to quote unquote save your life is to castrate yourself. So essentially, you channel because you have a penis.
No. They don't castrate him. I'm saying snip, because that's what the gentling represents.
Ah.
It's not. It's metaphorically, not physically. It's
Okay.
snipping your connection to the one power.
Hmm.
You declare that you're the dragon, and you go to war.
Ah.
Look at me. I'm Jesus. I'm going to cause a giant, one of the largest wars in China ever.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Look at me. I'm the dragon now.
The first false war of the false dragons was because a guy named Roland Darksbane was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to die. Let's just try to attempt to take over the world and fight the Dark One. Eventually, he was killed in battle.
Oh.
But after that, shit. What's that on horizon? Is that Mongolians? No, it's a giant army of Trollocs, and they're flooding the fucking place. Holy shit! I'm up to my eyeballs in Trollocs. And entered a massive period called the Trolloc Wars, where the kingdoms of the Westlands eventually had to band together and go to war against the Trollocs, which occurred for fucking forever.
Oh. Awesome.
Eventually, there's one of the rare examples of a Taviran with Mabrim M. Sharid, who was represented, but who, for all intents and purposes, will be represented by Sean Bean with a bow because it's a woman.
Okay.
And she dies. I'm assuming.
You know, she gets old. You know.
Okay. So she wasn't just killed off or betrayed.
I assuming she either dies in battle, gets old, something like that. This is thousands of years before the events. Yeah. Eventually, the kingdoms win at a pyrrhic cost of their own nationhood, where they beat back the Trollocs, but it's basically an apocalyptic war. There is no more nations, and they have to rebuild.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. What was I gonna? Shit. There was something kind of important that I forgot to say. Yeah. After the breaking period lasts for 1,350 years.
Okay.
So, it's the post-apocalyptic wartime, baby.
Oh.
Called the Free Years, which lasts for 1,135 years.
Okay.
And we have the second war of the False Dragon, which it's happened before. A guy called Urian Stonebow and another guy called Davian both made attempts at becoming trying to be the Dragon Reborn, and they failed. But this guy, Guer Amalasan, was like, fuck this shit, I'm taking this shit seriously, and eventually carves out a third of the Westlands as his own property. But the Tarva Lawn is like, identity theft is not a joke, where millions suffer every day because of you. I'm taking some water. Yeah. and they call the rest. They call a whole bunch of the other nations, and some of the other nations go to war against them, against Guer, including the king of Shandale, called Archer Hawkwing.
Archer Hawkwing.
Totally not Arthur.
He is a reference to King Arthur, the historical King Arthur.
Ah.
He is a he will, for all intents and purposes, will be represented by Sean Bean with his crown.
There's a lot of Sean Bean here.
Look, Matchstick really loves the bean.
I don't blame him. Sean Bean's great.
I actually made the Sean Bean just specifically for Archer Hawkwing, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Why not make Sean Bean the rest of the Taverans? We just put random shit on his head. Because I actually kind of imagined Sean Bean as Archer Hawkwing when I was reading the books.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he do a good job. But our Archer Hawkwing was like, I'm just gonna take over the rest of this. So I beat Guer. I own a third of the Westlands. Why not take the third of Westlands and push it into the rest? and he takes over the continent.
Oh.
And except for Tarva Lawn, which after a guy named Wormtongue, Jalwin Morad, totally not Wormtongue, quite possibly a guy by the name of Elon or Shamael.
That guy totally doesn't sound like Ghost Vandire in terms of evil sounding names.
And he goes over to Archer and he's like, hey, you know those Chandlers, those Eyes to Die, they're fucking bitches. Kill them. Okay. And Archer's like, okay. Eventually, he puts the city under siege. The city is under siege for the rest of the time that he is living. Eventually, he's like, okay, my empire is not big enough. I need more. So Taviran. A little thing I forgot to mention. They are able to bend the pattern to their will, but also it has a equal and opposite reaction. They have, for example, our Archer Hawkwing can never lose a dice. He just wins, and even if he loses, it's to his favor. He's
just lucky.
Yeah. But he also has the force of charisma and Taviran gave him the circumstances to get the leadership skills to take over the world, essentially. And he sends his daughter out to conquer Shara and his son out to conquer Seanchan.
Oh no. And they have horrible luck.
Put a note on that, because
oh no!
Is luck genetic?
No.
No.
As far as I know, no. But here's a symbol of his kingdom, the Archer Hawkwing kingdom. But eventually, Archer Hawkwing grew old and died. And then that pie, that Westland sweet apple pie, smashed. And 100-year war of succession rose up after both of his children never returned.
Of course.
Fun.
Yeah. That pie went from being 1/3 of the pie to the full pie to being smashed on this woman's face.
Oh.
You know, Arthur, you should have set up a clear line of succession before you died.
Yeah. But
maybe sieging a bunch of hot babes in a city.
Yeah.
for hundreds of years.
Here is the third age. Wow, another calendar update called the New Era or NE. And here we got the nations.
Mm-hmm.
We got Altera, Amadecia, Andor,
Mm-hmm.
Argaman, Arafel, Karian, Farmet Matting, Gehalden, Ilian, Kandor,
Mm-hmm.
Malkir, right here with the golden one, Mayin, Morandi, Saladia, Shinar, Terabon, Tarvalan, and Tyr.
Here.
Tyr. And you
Okay.
can find them all over here.
And is this the modern?
Yes,
Like
this is basically after the 100 Years' War. This is what they ended up looking like.
And this is where the story takes place. We're finally at the.
This is the concrete. This is the concrete countries. You also got the Sea Folk,
Mm-hmm.
who are very good. They're basically the name. The name is what speaks for itself. They're seed-based nomads. They also have their own kind of culture. They have their own kind of versions of like wise ones, but they're not. They they send a few of their lesser powered channelers up to Tarva Lawn to keep the Aes Sedai off their back while they actually do stuff. Yeah, but they also got Ogier steadings that are around the place. Yeah. Also, Andor looks like a whale.
Okay.
Look at it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a whale upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, it's actually right side up.
It's just what?
Yeah, I can see a whale.
Yeah. But here we got some modern events. The characters in the story will be have fought in like these wars and stuff like that. But we got let's see here. The Fall of Melkir. Melkir is up here. It's the closest. It's on the Blight's doorstep.
Of course, it's the one that's gonna get overrun at the beginning of the series. Of course, I'm assuming that's where our heroes began their journey.
No, this happens before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're the prologue after the prologue.
Well, you find out about it in the first book. Yeah, you find out about it. You find out about it more later on in the book, more at the end. When they actually go to Melkir and the Blight. But I'll just read off from the wiki. Malkir endured the shadow for almost 1,000 years until it was destroyed in 955. New Era. Lane Mandragoran, the brother of King Alkir Mandragoran, took 5,000 lancers, which is basically knights, to the Blasted Lands as part of a wager laid by his wife Bryn, and Lane was killed. Alkir's refusal to support Lane's foolishness saw Bryn plot to have him and his young son, who shall not be named. Spoiler. We'll just call his son Spoiler for now on. Killed so her own son Isam could take the throne. Queen Gamalin. That's the king. That's the king's brother. That's the king's brother's wife, and that is Cohen Gimalin, a Malkiran noble, but also a dark friend. Supported Bryn's plan and attempted a coup against all Akir. The coup failed, but the Blight border forts were stripped bare in a major hey, we heard you had your forts down. Oh shit, man! It's free real estate. Let's move in. Hey, boy,
free real
boys,
estate.
it'll be a
Such
stroll
Alex
party.
came back.
Yeah, let's
Guess what we've been
go.
doing? Guess who's back? Guess what we've been doing for thousands of years? Oh no,
Yeah.
not another one.
Brienne
Hey,
and
what's
Assam
up?
were killed, and much of the kingdom laid waste. Although the Fade Scout Jane Karin, or Jane or also known as Jane Farstrider, was able to take Jimalin prisoner and bring him back to the Seven Towers, which seen right here in the bottom picture,
Hmm.
to face Alakir in single combat, where he was killed. Alakir abdicated the throne to his son, Spoiler, anointing him a diademed battle lord, and sent himself to Shinar to be raised in safety.
Ah.
Eventually, he summoned Al-Alkir summoned one last army and went to fight the Shadow before dying. Yeah. That is a bigger event. This is from biggest to least important.
All right.
Here we got the White Cloak Wars, which remember the religious organization?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh,
Of course, there's an Inquisition.
the Inquisition.
Yes, they got instead of inquisitors, they got questioneers.
Questioneers.
Yeah. It's about the White Cloaks, or the Children of the Light, which represented by the sun image, which eventually took over Amadisia, and are invading just a second. Let me get up the my notes. Altera, which is this one, and Ilian and Marundi went over and helped fight them back.
All right.
Well, it isn't too important. It is probably important to establish the White Cloaks, because they do play a part in the series. You also have some minor wars between the Andor and Karian, and like Tyr and Ilian. Border disputes mainly, but here we have some modern stuff.
All right.
Yeah. Eventually, Sikarian is bordering the Aiel Waste, and they're actually allies with the Aiel.
Oh.
And the Aiel gift the Karians a sacred tree called Avendora Doraldera. Say that 5 times fast. Which the Karians graciously accepted. Eventually, this one Karian king called Laman Demodred, unrelated to Demon. Unrelated to Demon Dread of the Forsaken fame.
But still, that is sort of an evil sounding name. He's like cousins with Goj Van Dyer.
There's something I love how all like the villains' names are just his name is Dread. Like, yeah, he's totally the bad. He's totally not the bad guy. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
The weird witch lady who likes to abduct people and have sex with them. Yeah, that's her name is gonna be Grindel.
Wait, isn't that just like a male monster? That's the point.
My name is Grindel.
But he this is an accurate repetition of what the Aiel see the king doing right here. The Aiel are taking a nice bath, a nice sweat bath. They don't have enough water to actually do regular baths.
Ew.
But he made a chair, basically just smashed him on the head.
Oh,
with that tree?
Yes. He cut down a sacred tree and made a throne of it. to impress the other the other kingdoms. In the Aiel, we're having none of that shit.
Yeah, you cut down the sacred tree
and went around and did a massive invasion of the Westlands in an attempt to hunt down and kill the Karyan king.
Wow.
And it leads to the Aiel War, which is a massive war between the Aiel and the rest of the Westlands.
Yeah, this is War of the Bucket. Take it to an extreme.
It's okay. Okay. So I decided that I want this nice chair. Oh shit! I caused a world war.
You disrespect our traditions. It's only a tree.
Yeah. Eventually, they do. The Aiel did manage to get to hunt the Karyan King down and kill him. And it was a battle at around Tarva Lawn called the Blood Snow.
The Blood Snow.
Yeah. And eventually they found him. They found him in the Blood Snow, and they killed him, and they left. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So it's not even like peace terms. They didn't want
they left. What are they gonna do? Hunt us down in our excuse me. We got a fucking mountain slide and desert protecting us. They ain't gonna do shit.
I just love it. They just went to war, have thousands of their own people dying, so they could just kill this one dude because he turned their tree into a chair.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But here we have we've actually caught up to modern time. We are at 998 New Era.
So people are still.
This is right before the book.
So
right
this
before
is.
The book.
So they're like. So everyone is just like afraid of the Aiel because they just went in.
The Aiel have a reputation of being badasses. Oh yeah, they got female warriors too, which are also badasses. Which neat. But also you got this guy named Logain Ablar, who is like, oh shit, I'm a nice noble named Logain. Oh fuck, I could channel.
Oh no! Oh no! Get out of here!
Okay, am I gonna take this shit lying down and be gentle or die straight up? Nah, I'm gonna declare myself the Dragon Reborn.
And
he led a revolt.
Okay, what? So what's important about the Dragon Reborn thing?
The Dragon Reborn will. Excuse me, I forgot. I got ahead of myself. The Dragon Reborn is the reincarnation of Luce Theron Telamon, and he will lead the forces of the light, to defeat the shadow.
Okay,
and will either save the world or end it or break it again.
And does the whole channel thing does not affect the Dragon Reborn?
The Dragon Reborn will in fact be a channeler.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that secondary.
He will go
effect.
insane.
What?
The Dragon Reborn. He is a male channeler, so therefore he will go insane.
Oh, oh, that sucks. So really, just declare yourself Dragon Reborn is your only option.
Essentially. I mean, you're either gonna die a fast death or a slow death, or become the Dragon Reborn, and you may die a bit more of a slow death.
And maybe actually you accomplish something.
Yeah, but he was a minor noble in Gehelden. They revoked his titles, and he was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm going to war." And represented by this picture, the false dragons. The Tarvalan is kind of sick of dealing with them, so the pattern was like, "Okay, we got the actual Dragon Reborn here. and he will come up in like a few months, and you're going to be scared fucking shitless of this kid. But Logan gets captured, and that's where the story picks up at a little village in this spot right here. It's in Andor. It's at the tail of Andor, the literal tail. Called the
Wait. How many slides did you made?
This is the last one.
Oh,
We're all caught up. We're getting all caught up.
We finally caught up.
Yeah. But,
yeah. So this is the history before the 14th book saga.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, but it takes place in this little farming village called Eamon's Field. Well, where this redheaded boy, named Randall Thor, he looks Irish. No particular reason. Is living amongst a bunch of these people who have Mediterranean features. No particular reason. He's living with his father. Completely biological, no adoption whatsoever. Tam Althor, his Randall Thor and his father Tam Althor, and they're heading up to Eamon's Field, the actual town. It's good. It's the winter solstice, the winter night. So it's some time for partying. So some time for partying.
Oh, partying.
He's going to be doing that with his buddies Matt and Perrin. You know, maybe talk to the mayor's daughter Egwene. Maybe avoid the town wisdom. Nynaeve. But you know, there's some interesting people at this particular winter night festival. You got a gleeman who's like a bard, kind of like a bard, goes around telling stories. Maybe he's got hear he's got fireworks, so that's gonna be cool. We got a mysterious woman and her bodyguard, and then we also got a Dark Knight Black Rider riding around.
Oh.
What is just?
Yeah, so and 998, we are also not getting not one, not two, but three Taviern, who is for all intents and purposes represented by Sean Breen in all three of these.
Of course,
the Dark One's ready to do some shit. And that is about it. That is the Wheel of Time. We have caught up. We are on basically recounted the whole history in the first chapter.
Wow.
So
yes.
Hopefully you
Good.
guys will take a little bit of time out of your day. Maybe pick a book up. I doubt you'll finish it in like a year. It's a commitment, you know. Maybe like read like 2 or 3 or 4 books a year. You know, finish it.
I just think it's just funny how like the first chapter, it's like, oh good, you got an old wizard dude there. Oh, a woman and a knight. That seems so cool.
He's not a while his name may be Marilyn, very close to Merlin. He is not a wizard.
Yeah. Okay, he's a wizard-looking dude or a bard-looking dude, and then a Black Rider. We got some
noble woman, some my friends, you know, some other people around town, a bard coming to do some fireworks and some singing, and we got this fucking death-looking Black Rider and all black for black horse staring at me across the street.
Hey kid, want to get some candy?
Yeah.
Please tell me at the he's the bad guy. He's like a bad guy.
Well, I will read the book and find out for yourself.
All right. So, Changhis, what was the most hilarious bit of lore? I already know mine.
Man. That was just a ride. The entire thing was a ride. I guess besides the whole castration stuff, I guess the part that sticks out to me is just, wow. I wonder if this guy's evil. What's his name? His name is, I don't know. Like his name is let's I don't know. What's made up evil name? Black Darkness. Nah, he's totally the good guy. He can't be evil. No.
My name is Bilal. Like the evil god, the evil the demon, the false idol from the Bible.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
no
good
way.
news.
This guy's
Yeah,
obviously
nah,
a good guy.
he
Oh,
couldn't
good news.
possibly
He's not
be.
evil. He's a lawyer.
Close enough.
Whatever.
My hilarious bit of lore is actually the war over the chair.
The chair.
So I made a chair. Fuck! I caused World War III. Yeah, it's Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time has a lot of really cool stuff. And hopefully you guys will try at least attempt to pick it up one time. It's a commitment, but it has a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah.
It is also complete. So while it may not be 100% from beginning to end, it starts off good and it starts off great and it starts off good and it ends off great. Yeah.
All right.
Think about worn out my talking for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah. I have no other.
I don't know what else to say.
Got
man.
any questions?
No,
Not
it's
really.
just like there's so much lore. It's just
It's real.
I think
dense.
you can literally do lore of the Dunces of specific events, or specific.
I don't think so.
In 15 minutes?
I like some stuff like the Io War, maybe, but most of it is just historical notes.
All right.
You're not gonna get you don't get like the Silmarillion.
Ah.
All
It's just mountains of history.
Yeah. All right. I think we can end the show then.
And that was.
So next month is gonna be Halloween. So you know what that means.
This is Halloween.
We get to talk about Changhis' favorite topic of Middle Earth.
Thank you. All right.
We're gonna talk about Ungoliant and Shelob.
I am so looking forward to that. To talking about big spiders.
Yeah. All right.
You have no idea how excited. You can tell by my voice. I'm so excited to talk about spiders.
All right. See you next time.
Changhis.
Yes.
Did you know that there is a spider in a Wheel of Time?
No, I did not. Why am
It's one of the Forsaken. Her nickname is a spider. That's all the spiders you get in Wheel of Time. Your spider is technically a hot chick.
Okay.
It's Mogideon. The one that I like for all the wrong reasons.
All right.